That's the live part. Salutations, kindred spirits. Check it out. We're live on YouTube. As with about every live that I am in, I question many decisions I make. I'm questioning my opening little, I don't know if I need that. Let me know in the comments. I might heave-ho that thing. Also questioning my shirt. I went with, and the hat. I'm going with drab gray for the 500K celebration. Okay, suddenly I don't feel so drab anymore. Can you believe this? 500,000 people chose to hit the subscribe button. Thank you, everyone. I could drone on about this, but probably don't want to hear me drone. I know most of you probably want to see me do some magic tricks. I figure let's get started with a magic trick. Maybe I can speak my love through this. And hey, chat, good to see so many kindred spirits showing up early for the event. Thank you all for being here. Magic is always better with a live audience. Here we go. Bonsoir, bonjour, mademoiselle, mon ami. You'll be getting a French accent with this opening number. Tonight, for no good reason at all, we're featuring the B-roll pasteboards. I don't know, I was rocking the B-rolls today. Shot a couple tutorials today. We'll talk about them in just a moment. Let me, here, let's start with a little loose cardistry, maybe a little shuffle of the deck. Chad, I'm going to give you some attention when I don't have to pay attention to the sleight of hand. Sometimes I can do this without moving my lips, but not all the time. All right, so chat, if you were here with me, and in the interest of time, you're not, but I'd have someone name a number. This is what the dice are for. So I'm going to start with a random number. Double fours. That's almost lucky. What's 4 and 4 is 8. Let's do the math here. 8 it is off the top. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Official random number generated. For 8, I'm going to need to double and cut 16. So I cut 16 for, yeah, there. And again, if you were here, you just say when to stop shuffling. Now, I know where to stop. That's right here. So I'm going to stop here. And again, that is the thank you for the 500,000 on YouTube. Wow. Oh, yeah, it's a subliminal, a trick. Well on the way to a lucky night on the live, on the platforms. And hey, y'all, how you doing? Welcome to the live stream. And again, thank you for showing up. So I was mentioning the tutorials I shot. Well, guess what? That's one of them. This weird 4-card production, which honestly is best done with live spectator. But you can do it like I did randomly with rolls of the dice. Here's the point. The tutorial is waiting on you. I clicked the live button. So if you are a kindred spirit interested in learning some card tricks, well, this one's waiting on you today. It's a variant of the Harry Lorraine's wonderful Halo Aces, a variant of Max Maven's variant. This is why we're calling it the variant production. But if you look in the tutorial playlist, heck, I think I linked it in the description because I'm hustling that hard. So if you go look in the description, you can find the link to the tutorial waiting on you now. And hey, if you're a member, I'll tell you about another tutorial in just a moment. First of all, let me appreciate the early birds by doing this. We're going to get a giveaway out of the way right away. And if you aren't aware, and you probably are, I'm giving away five decks. I'm giving away some more stuff, but tonight we're going to start with decks, and we're only going to start with one. So I'm going to give away one deck first. Throughout the night, we'll have a couple giveaways, and then what I'll be doing is giving other people a chance to win in the comments from this event, and I do this for international visitors and other kindred spirits who can't be here at the moment, and that'll give them a chance to win as well. We're looking forward to a gift certificate. I'm going to give away a $50 gift certificate next week on live, and also a Cardshark Combo. So there'll be some great giveaways next week. Tonight, a couple decks, and we're going to start. Let me give this deck a random mix as I address some of the comments. Hey, y'all, what's happening? Always nice to see some kindred spirits. And hey, there's one with the super chat. Chef Lee, new to sleight of hand, and what tricks should you learn? Well, I'm going to be partial to the tricks that are on my tutorials. Now, I've got about 50 of them on the YouTube. You can start with my easy card magic tutorials. They're all curated. Let me get a plug in here. Conjure.com. If you go there, I have a classroom. They're curated, kind of, sort of. I'm not like a master web guy, but I do what I can. If you go there and look around the classroom, it'll give you a good start. I also have the good books and stuff. And yeah, always recommend the books. All right, here we go. I'm gonna pay attention to chat, and whoever gets the random card I pick is gonna win the first deck. I'll let you choose which one you want. I have a card. All you have to do is pick it. This is your turn, chat, to precipitate. Is it precipitate? Precipitation. Just type a card in. If you type the one that I'm randomly holding, you will win the deck of cards of your choice. And please hurry up, but take your time. Hey, how y'all doing? Nope, it's not 7 of hearts. I generally plan for these segments to take about 36 minutes, as no one ever gets it right away. Oh, we're in the right ballpark there. We're in the middle ground. Oh, so close. I'd stay in this ballpark. Not yet. We're not typing it. The slow mode is on, so you only get one guess every 3 seconds. And we're right around it. Like the 6 of hearts, but that's not it. It's not any of these so far. I feel like I'm in a horse race, but I don't have the gibberty jab of, and now we're coming around the track. It's not the 10 of clubs or the ace of spades, 7 of diamonds, 9 of spades, queen of spades. Oh, coming up from the pack, 5 of clubs, ace of hearts, 6 of hearts. Now everyone is typing a million cards, but no one has typed this one. So by default, okay, y'all, this is becoming ludicrous. You know what I'm going to do? We're going to call an audible here. I'll give it to the next person that names a 6. That's going to be Jimmy Ferrister. No one has named the 6 of clubs, but Jimmy Ferrister has named the 6. We're wrapping it up. We're using moderator's rules. That's me. I'm giving a trick deck to Jimmy Ferrister. And Jimmy, I will find some way to contact you and give you your prize. I think I might know a way. So thank you all for playing. There's going to be another chance to win a deck, so stick around. We're just warming up. Let me not pass this up. I have a list. Oh, the list is another magic trick. Here, let's bring it down. Let's bring it down. This is one that I did live on the shorts last week, and I had a lot of people request a tutorial for this. And when I get these kind of requests, yeah, congrats, Jimmy. Y'all say the congrats to my brother. Oh, that would be the illusion of being prepared. Can I reverse this on the fly? Is that possible? I think we'll have to. I think we'll have to do it that way. The illusion of an empty purse. It's not really empty, but you know, it looks like it is. The portal of nothingness. These are the duplicates that most magicians don't tell you about. This is an old Morgan silver dollar, and these are the duplicate duplicates. Now, I'm going to have to reverse my brain here. I'm going to get rid of 2 of the, I'm just going to put the duplicates away. We're not going to use these. I'm going to focus on instead, let's start with a 50-50 preposition. Okay, we'll go 50-50 here. Play along at home, but hey, no wagering. No wagering, all right? What I'd like you to do is, I'd like you to call it. Go ahead and call it. Now, some of you will call it heads. Some of you will call it tails. Hardly anybody's going to call it copper and brass, so that's what I do with the copper and the brass. Yeah, the silver coin is over here. What just happened? I know this. I know a few things here. I move kind of quick. I'm blabbering a lot. It's confusing. Let's simplify this. Let's eliminate one of the coins. In fact, I already have. Have you, Mr. Conn? Let's find out together as we open the purse. Well, what do you know? Inside the purse, just one silver dollar inside. Yeah, that's one silver dollar inside the purse. That is also one silver dollar inside my hand. That's the other silver dollar inside my hand. And I'll tell you the truth, I'm not even sure how that works, but I make $2 every time I do the trick. So pretty happy with that result. $2 profit every time. Yeah. Any questions on that one? Anyone? Anyone? Any Bueller? Bueller. I don't know anyone who's old enough here to get that joke. Oh, there's Truett. We got some unsolicited testimonial from one of the members. I can tell you're a member when you got the icon there. And yeah, we go into a little detail on the things that make that work. It's a little tricky, and it's specialty things that I leave like this for the members area, where it's not going to do anyone any good for me to show these kinds of things to the masses. But in the members area, we can go into some of the different handlings. So yeah, oddly enough, that takes very little palming. I know, it's like not a very hard trick. It's called the copper, silver, brass. Do I have a membership button? I don't. There is a link in the description. If you're an advanced student or if you want to be, you can look in the description and you can join the membership. The $4.99 level gives you the access to my advanced tutorials. And if you do that, you get a thank you from me as well. There's like 20 plus tutorials. And I also do special live events. My next one, my next member live is going to be on Flappy cards that I'll never buy again. Look at this one. This will be featured. This is the Zeus. Here's the best thing about this piece right here. Oh, that's the best part anyway, this thing. You know, when you spend more money on the packaging than you do on the card, that there's maybe a problem with the effect. Might be putting this on eBay pretty soon. And you know, I'm just over buying trick cards that do flappy things. Anyway, this will be a subject for a members live. And if you're a member, and this one will be available to all the members, dollar members get the lives too, then you can enjoy this kind of rant. Here's a good question I got to answer, I guess. Do I do corporate virtual events? To date, I have done one. Let me tell a little story about my corporate virtual events. At the beginning of the pandemic, I had a little experience. I arranged some street performers. We did a show, raised some money for street performers and such. And then I got a call from a good friend, Tom Britton, wonderful performer in the Chicago area, sideshow guy. He says, Doug, I got a good gig, corporate gig. You want to do it? I said, I can do it. I can do it. I show up. It's a disaster. It's a train wreck to the point where this lady won't even entertain my apologies. So I immediately signed off the virtual show bandwagon and kind of turned my attention back to the platform really that had my attention, which was YouTube. Again, I failed on Patreon at this attempt. Several failures in a row led to where I'm at now. Eventually, I found TikTok, which kind of gave me the inspiration to do short form videos, which I've been doing since the 90s. I guess that's why I'm pretty good at it. I used to do uploads when the modems were telephone lines. So your videos had to be a minute because it was so, it took hours to, I'm rambling. Long story short, here I am today, 500K on the YouTube. Speaking of 500K, I've got something for everyone. It's not like a great thing, but it's 500 of something for everyone. If you choose to shop at Conjure.com, am I technically advanced enough to do this? Look what I just did. I made a coupon appear on the, so I have Conjure.com, which I've expanded the inventory. I've had a lot of business recently, and I've had trouble keeping up with inventory because of that. Bear with me as I adjust the levels. But this coupon code will get $5 off. It's good for the next 5 days through the weekend. I can't leave something like this up forever because I am letting it be used in conjunction with other offers. New shoppers get 10% off, and you can do that plus save $5. So it's YouTube 500. Go. You can buy a trick for. There's some tricks for $5.99. Go spend 99 cents. Introduce yourself to the world of magic. All right, I'm not going to make this a whole marketing scheme. I do have to do this sometimes because if I don't have other pieces of the puzzle working, I don't get to do this with you here today. There we go. All right, what's next? More magic. I wanted to do at least one trick with the decks that I'm giving away, so I'm going to do that one. Let me bring it in. Zoom. So I'm going to put away the regular cards. So now I'm cheating, but at least I'm honest about it. And if I must be truthful, I'm cheating twice. So this trick also uses the knife. So it's a trick with a deck of cards and, oh, my bad. I apologize. That's not right at all. This trick actually uses a black knife. So we're going to use the black one. Learning my new camera angles. We got the new Sigma 16 lens. You might have noticed an upgrade in your visual offerings from me on the platform. So here I am. Here we are with another super chat. Let me say thank you, Jarl Axel. Hold on. Big congratulations to you, Doug. You deserve it. Seriously, you're so very entertaining. Thank you. Super thank you. That's very generous and it's greatly appreciated. I am not a wealthy man yet, as is evident by the fact I'm only giving away decks of cards right now. But hey, guess what? When I'm wealthy, I'll give away a lot of cool stuff, I promise. Just stay with me. I mean, when I'm wealthy, if it happens. Where was I? Oh, it was the white knife. My bad. It's the white knife. It's probably not fooling anyone now that I've given you the chance to guess I have another knife. So yeah, that's right. I have two knives. Here, let me just explain this thing. So I have a black knife and I have a white knife, and I'm very good at knife switching. It's a learned skill. Mother calls it evidence of a misspent youth. Watch the black knife. I'm going to switch it with the white one. Yeah, so the black one goes over here where the white one used to be. It's the old switcheroo. Now, if you're going to do that, what you're going to do is this. You're going to want to sneak in the extra knife, which I hid it under the box. You can hide it in your hat or up your sleeve, whatever you want to do. So what do we got here? Let's see. That's a white knife and a white knife. Jason's catching up with the super sticker chat. Thank you again. I'm not going to Jason knows I appreciate him. I want to keep the screen on these knives because this is where it gets weird. I don't always use the two white ones, right? Sometimes I'll use this. Sometimes I'll use the two black ones instead. I'll keep the white one in the middle, and then I'll leave the black ones on the outside to contrast. But for this particular exhibition, I am going to stick with the white, black, white combination. And I do that because the knife, the Big Finish one, which is in the knife number 6, the black one is in the box. So that's going to be your Big Finish knife number 6, and we'll use that one to do the trick with. So let's count them. Let's count them for you, shall we? We have the white knife, which is knife number 1. I'll try and clear this up a little bit. Knife number 1. Right in there, knife number 1. That's a black knife, knife number 2. Or if you're a Sesame Street fan, knife B. Optional. Knife number 3 is the white one, the other white one, right? And then the other black one is knife number 4. Now, the other black one is knife number 5. That would be the second black one. Yes, goes in the box. This is a bad choreography. The 6th one is the red knife. Yeah, that's the red knife. And that's the knife. This is the knife that we'll use. No, it was the black knife. I was right the first time. It's the black knife. We should have used the black one the whole time. All right, so as I was saying, we'll need a black knife and a deck of cards. We'll need a random selection, and if y'all will hold your applause, that's perfect. Thank you. So now they're not all there. I don't play with a full deck, but they are all different. That's what matters. And we'll start the deck with the shuffle. Look, we're going to give it the fairest shuffle in the land. Yeah, it's a magic show. Can you believe it? Live on YouTube. It's a celebration of life. It's a man sharing his art with kindred spirits. If you've stumbled upon this weird universe, hey, welcome to my magic party. Let me get back to it. All right. We'll need a random card. Let me get the dice back out here. A good way to do it. So, let me demonstrate the procedure. There's the cards we'll be dealing with. Again, these are trick cards. That's a 6 and a 5. That's 11. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. These are regular dice. That's a random card. The two, I mean, if it was one, shouldn't have showed that. It should look like a different card. That's what it should look like. Yeah. So should this one, and I'll get to the secret after I'm done with the trick. It's a true story. I planned on the secret part. I'll show you after I'm done with the trick. We're doing the Svengali deck. Watch the 2 of clubs as it goes back in the pack. I'm notorious for this, right? Like, you give me a bunch of sleight of hand, I'll handle it like a master. You give me a self-working trick, I'll fumble it like a 5-year-old. All right, 1 card lost in the pack. The only 2 of clubs, and I don't even see one of them anymore. There it went, somewhere in the deck. Let's do this under a veil of darkness. I won't even look. I'm gonna wrap the deck in a kerchief. There. And we'll use the element of danger as we take 1 cut towards 1 card, sight unseen, in a trick that I never use. Here we are doing it live on YouTube. The 2 of clubs. 1 more, 1 less, no good. There, your denouement. We got there, folks. We had magic moments happen. Woo! Woo! Worried that might not work out too well. All right, let's talk a little moment about the trick deckery. Trick deckery. This is kids, do not do this at home, okay? So if you're going to do this, do it at school. It's a lot more fun with the knives. And moms and dads, if the kids find my jokes funny, well, that's on you. So this is a trick deck, all right? This is a deck that looks like it's a regular deck of cards. Did I leave one? I left a couple face up here. But in fact, this deck is altered in that a lot of the cards are the same. In fact, half of the deck is the same. And if I do it like this, you can see one here or here. You can start to see the repetition. Now, the way they're designed, all the cards that are the same have been cut a fraction of an inch shorter than the rest of the deck. Yeah, a fraction of an inch shorter. Too much information for some people, but for some people, you want to know how something like this can work. And if the cards are a little shorter, well, when your thumb goes through the deck, you can't seem to contact those twos. So it'll look like a regular deck of cards. Meanwhile, all the twos are falling here. So this means, like, say you come up to your friend and you go, "Hey friend, just say stop." And when they say stop, you know what card they got. That's one thing you can do. Now there's a lot of twos, so I can cut to it, and then we'll do one more. I don't want to drone on. I know I've got some advanced students here, like I need to speak 5 minutes about the freaking Svengali deck. But unless you got better ideas for content. Oh, I do have another giveaway. We'll do that after I do one more trick with the Svengali deck. I got to think up something interesting. Not the cards. Let me think up something interesting. We're going to go improv for the second giveaway. All right, here we go. If you're confused, that's appropriate. I have no intentions of really giving any direct information. I'm going about this in a roundabout way. Oh yeah, so Tyler has the deck, this thing. He said where they all look the same. Yeah, that's a striking moment. But hey, if you do that, you're giving up the fact that you have a trick deck. So look at this. You come up to your friend and you go, "Hey friend, look, I'm going to shuffle the deck." You can do that with this deck. And then you say, "I'm going to put one card on the table. I'm going to use the two of spades." That's a bad choice, two of spades, because it's so close. Let me get a different one. That was a different card, but we're going to use the six of clubs for contrast. Contrast, spelled with two N's. All right, here we go. One card from the center of the deck. I'm just going to run through, and we'll use this one. I wonder what it is. Oh, what do you know? It's the two of clubs. Do a little hocus pocus, chicken bones choke us, and right to the top of the... Oh, that was my card, the contrast. The six of clubs, which was here. And yes, Jason's got the answer. And then a dove appears. No, the selected card that's the transpo. Here's the skit with the Svengali deck. You can do lots of tricks. You get in... Oh, I put the knives in there. You get instructions for like 6 or 7 tricks with it. When you get tricks from me, you get video tutorials. I show you how to do it. And if someone can tell me the name of this deck, you'll win it. I have a deck of cards in my hand. It's a trick deck. If you can tell me what trick deck this is, it is yours. That's right. It's time for giveaway number 2. Hey, it's limited. I just made up the giveaway as I picked up this deck. Yes, hocus pocus, chicken bones choke us. Actually stole that from David Williamson. He's watching right now. I'm not too happy about it. So we know what it's not so... Oh, boom! Nico Wata! Nico Wata! It's a Mirage deck. It is the Mirage deck, and we got there quickly. Nico Wata, I think you can find me easily. We've crossed paths enough on this platform. The Mirage deck, and this is my last one until I get my box in on Friday, so y'all don't go looking for Mirage decks. I'm low on inventory, but I got a box on the way. The Mirage deck's going to go to Nico Wata. Nico, here's what I want you to do. Email me. Do I have a thing for that? I should. Here, buddy. Or I see you all the time commenting. I can just catch you in the platforms, but drop me an email. I'll need to get your mailing information to get you this Mirage deck. Congratulations, brother. It's a good one. So this is the kindred spirit to the Svengali. It's a roughed Svengali deck. It's good for It's good for forces, and it's good for, I'm not going to blab about it. So there you go. All right, we've given away 2 decks. Now, I'm going to turn, that's about all I have to do, but I just decided to do something else. So I'm going to give away a 3rd deck. That's right, I'm going to give away a 3rd deck. And then next week, you can win again. I'm going to give away a $50 gift certificate. We're going to do a Cardshark Combo, which is this, 3 decks in 1. These are the big 3, really. The Invisible deck, the Stripper deck, the Svengali deck. One person will win all of those. I'm going to be picking from the comments. So here's what you got to do if you want to win on next week's drawing, which will be at the same time, Wednesday at 7 next week. Drop a comment. What I would like you to comment is what you like about Magic. And you can make up some BS. I'd appreciate it if it was heartfelt, and I do pay attention when it is heartfelt. And this brings us to prize number 3. You know, I see people in the comments, I read them all, or as much as I can. Sometimes I can't keep up, especially lately when I have other things going on. But I see young magicians trying hard and doing good things. And one of those is Matthew Mosley, who is always present for the lives, very a positive member. And I know that you're working hard and doing good things with your magic. I treat my magic like a bar room, which is where we don't speak about religion or politics. But Matthew, I know you're doing the good work, and I want to gift you something. And you can just pick any deck you want. Why don't you drop me a line on Discord, or you can email me as well if you like Buzz. So, but that's what's happening. Prize number 3, handpicked by me, because I see people who care, and then I kind of care. I see you here, and there we gave away a third gift today. So, Jimmy Ferrister is getting a deck. You get a deck of your choice. And Nico, I'm going to look for an email from you, or just find me on the platforms. We'll work it out, and I'll send you the Mirage deck. And then Matthew Mosley, congrats, bud. Whatever you like, it's yours. Drew, I want the comments in here after the live. Maybe I'll clear this up. I'll pin a comment at the top of the comments so that I can, what I'm going to do is do a live random choice. There are apps that will randomly pick a name from the comments. So as we're live next week, I can just spin the wheel, let the random thing happen. Then I don't have to feel guilty about holding a card or giving a gift to a nice soul like Matthew Mosley and having other people maybe not get things. Nico, I'm glad you're happy too. And look, man, a member in good standing, you got the big sticker. Thank you as well. So it's always nice to give back to a kindred spirit. If you're seeing the emojis, those are the things members get, so I know you're hanging around. Hey, Drew's ready. Drew has everything anyway. I know, like Drew needs any of this stuff. But hey, it's going to be a random drawing. You comment, you could win the things. You could win the things. Okay, guys, so my mana has been spent, but oh, I'm not done yet. No, we're going to hang out and chit-chat, and we're talking about what magic is. And it's so hard for me to draw the line of reading every comment intently and then knowing that I have, I haven't looked because I'm not that way, but I had over 70 viewers at one point. That's kind of fun. Hopefully it'll be fun next week as well. Build up some comments and get some anticipation. I don't know, it's not some tricky ploy. Scotch and soda is not on my list. Here's the thing. I had a problem with quality control with those coins. And bottom line, if I don't like the product, I don't sell it. Everything at this site is handpicked by me, and quality control is me. I'm the quality control. I'm also shipping and handling, also wardrobe. I did horrible tonight, but whatever. Do I do minimalism while busking? I don't in game. That's a good question, but I have a good friend, Mick Stone. I say had, he used to do exclusively minimalism, working out of his pockets. It was a very good show, and it's very doable. Minimalism, it's a little slow-paced for my jazz, and I just do I'm a sleight of hand guy, so I do me, right? We've got unsolicited testimonial for the quality control. So Jonathan asked if I thought I would reach this milestone or become a professional magician. I knew I was going to become a professional magician, and no one would stop me. So yes, I knew that. Would I knew I'd be a social media guy? Nope. And in fact, I've tried to be. This is me swinging at the fence. I'm like the Colonel Sanders of magic, if you haven't heard. I failed a lot. I started on the platform in 2006, and I made a few minor attempts, but I never had, like, the right things. Yes, I got the right things now. Trying real hard to get it right. I hope you guys enjoy the content, and I'm going to keep trying. I'm all in right now. I am all in, 100%. We'll still be street performing. Looking forward to going out this weekend. It's a nice weekend to be in the French Quarter. The weather is good. The Mardi Gras parades are starting to run, and the crowds are accumulating. And I'm looking forward to getting out there and hopefully getting some content to share with you folks. I know you guys enjoy the street performing stuff. Jason mentions the coins you got. Yeah, those Tango coins are good. It's a sturdy shell, a quality replica that looks like an aged coin. It's just a strong, Hey, Mark Powell, is that UK money? Are those pounds? Thank you very much for that $10 super chat. Hey, Doug, thanks for all you do for the art. I love watching your magic. Do you have a favorite packet trick? I sure do, Mark. I'll do it for you. Mark has segued us back to the trickery. Here, let me do, I feel like this could be iffy. I'm going to do my second favorite. This is my second favorite. Play along at home. Play along at home. So when I'm working a gig, I'll take one of two packet tricks out, okay? And generally, I'll reserve these for more special moments. Like this isn't too much information, too much. Hey, just think of one. I'll give you a clue. It's red. So it's like a 50-50. If you're thinking of the clubs, doable, but not recommended. Now, I don't want anyone to name it, and I know this. A lot of the ladies that are watching, all one of you, is there more than one female in my audience? We don't know. I'll check the algorithm. I'll check the analytics after the stream. If you're thinking of diamonds, congratulations. Let me show you. I have, these are tally-ho redbacks, but I have this blue card from the rumored Glamour Nugget Casino. And hey, if you're thinking of the Queen of Diamonds, congratulations, you're off to a good start. Now, I know some of you, the one of you at least, were on the Queen of Hearts. And if that's the case, I can do that too. Here, I'll make this an elegant. Let me transform it into a white monarch back. Something a little more elegant, a Theory 11 designed Queen of Hearts. So if you're thinking the Queen of Hearts, that's for you. And Jason's either enjoying the trick or he has too much money. Either one is fine for me. Thanks again, Jason. The rest of you, please save it up as I do have a weak finish. I do have a weak finish for this trick. Let's move on to the weakness. Speaking of that, the Queen of Clubs. Here's the thing with the Queen of Clubs. If you think of that one, it's just got this plain bicycle back. Now, I like the classic bicycle backs like the Queen of Clubs has, but it's not the most striking difference. And, oh, speaking of that, if you were thinking of the Queen of Spades, well, sorry, you're out of luck because it has a red back. Yeah, the Queen of Spades has a red back. So that means to make it work, I have to change the collection. So I make them the blue cards. And then the only odd-backed one is the odd-backed, yeah, the odd-backed Queen of Spades, which is weird, but it works for me where I live. If you don't know what to do, here's what you can do. You can just make them all different. That's one, that's two, that's three. It doesn't get much more different than that. What? That is my second favorite packet trick. It's reset now as well, which is one of the reasons it's my second favorite. It resets instantly. And hey, Rob, thank you for the compliment and the $5 gratuity. Supporting the vanishing arts is always appreciated. Thank you very much, sir. So yeah, that trick revolves around the Elmsley count. If you haven't learned about Elmsley, you can learn about him on my channel. Search my videos for the Elmsley history lesson. We talk about the Elmsley count, and we talk about the lessons of Elmsley. Yeah, right. 3 minutes of entertainment. And you can imagine this with an audience. I'll tell you what it is in a sec. With an audience, it's not me blabbering. With a live audience, you're picking the cards. You know, they're naming the queens. So it's an emotionally involved effect, which always amplifies our magic when we can involve a spectator in a meaningful way. So, Jason, the name of that trick is the capitulating queens. Capitulating queen. To my knowledge, the only person that is selling that routine is Mayor Yidid. Mayor Yidid of My Magic fame. Mayor runs a great magic site, MY Magic, and he's got the trick there. I think it's 25 bucks. And maybe Gary Plant sells it. He used to sell it. So yeah, fun camp. I'm having a blast. I'm living the dream. I wake up excited to pursue my art. I get people interested in watching the things I do. And then I get to spend, like, this is my job. Like, I worked hard today. I did 2 tutorials. If you're late to the party, there's a new tutorial. And hey, if you guys watch it, do some algorithmic things, right? Hit the buttons, like and comment. That helps me find you. It helps us both if you do that. And yeah, so I did that. It was a lot of work, but I love every minute of it. It's a big challenge, and I embrace it with a passion. Oh, Endgame, you reading any new magic books nowadays? Yes, I am. Here's what I was reading today. In between working hard, I was trying to learn a new card trick. I was reading the Mike Gallo card notes, and there's a routine in there. It's a oil and water. I get a lot of requests for oil and water. Got red backs and blue backs. I don't know that it's described well enough for me to learn, so this was not my best learning experience, but I read that today. As I was pulling that out, I found this, which I ordered last week because I'm not much of a geek. So this is a manuscript of knots. This is the book so old they put the contents at the back, and you know a book's old when the typeface is that. So what? Do I need this? Like, do I need more knots in my life? Probably I do. Yeah, absolutely. I do a lot of rope knots. Maybe I'll do a few for you while I chit chat. But I know there's probably information in this collection by Phil Wilmarth. Copyright 1989. That's prime time for me. And yeah, so I'm reading that. I've also been reading the best book of the decade, maybe of the century, this one. Do you hear what I just said? The best book of the decade and maybe the century. Looking to get some of these in stock for you guys too, but quite frankly, I'm not made of money and I can't stock everything. Besides, where would I put it? We moved into a bigger place, but I still have space issues. I've got other projects happening that are keeping me quite busy. It rhymes with penguin. So Alex has got a great question. Alex's Magical Adventures. I'm looking for a magic table. What do you recommend? This. Do I have one? Here, the thing the books are on. I'll show it to you. I still haven't read this one. This has been on the must-read list. I should put this in the bathroom. That's what I should do. Learn more about David Copperfield's history of magic. This is a Pile DJ laptop stand. They're made for laptops and for DJs, right? Who are at clubs and they need to be like sturdy. So this is like 30 or 40 bucks from Amazon. Pyle. It's the name. You can see it. Getting tired. That gets my recommendation. You also see this red thing behind me. That's a keyboard stand. You get a keyboard stand. Those are about 30, 40 bucks. Those work great too. You get some plywood, cover it with felt. I have a video where I break down my street rig. If you go on my YouTube channel and search gig rig, street setup, something like that, you'll find it. About a 10-minute video that describes the rigs that I use to perform in the environments I perform in. Yeah, that's the way to go, Jason. So what I use is the table with a little bit of a lip on it, which is the large pile table. It has a little lip. And then I use close-up pads. These are made by Patrick Przecki. This is another product I'm adding to the inventory, likely at the end of this month, as I reinvest some of the earnings. We'll see how the month goes. And Patrick makes the best close-up pads. He also does custom work. If you want to get one tomorrow, you're going to go look for Magical Mats by Patrick. Magical Mats by Patrick. He'll custom cut one for you. He'll monogram it for you if you want. But just the surfaces on these things, they're a joy to work with. They really are. Curious. 1 second. Listen close. Listen close. Show a DPS control to the top. Can you hear the jazz music? Can you hear the jazz? So I don't do everything, right? And one of the things I don't do is the diagonal palm shift. I have a love-hate relationship. It's more hate than anything with techniques that involve taking a card and inserting it into the deck. There are ways around this, but 99% of diagonal palm shifters take the card and insert it into the deck. So when you start there, yeah, I just don't. So when I'm controlling a card in that fashion, I'm probably going to use a side steal, the one that I use more often than not, and you're just going to burn it. It's going to look like crap. But here, maybe I'll just do it here. Let's just stop at one in the middle. This is the MP side steal. There's the Queen of Diamonds. Now it's lost in the middle. There's no breaks here, which is nice too. So from no breaks, and I'm going to try not to move my fingers too much. That's what it takes to get it to the top. Now in real life, I'd be doing a joke or something to make you look away, right? You're not just going to burn that process. There is a tutorial on this thing in one of my weekly Wednesday magic lessons. So that's my from the middle to the top control if I'm going to use one. I might be just as apt to double undercut the thing, though. It really depends on the moment of the trick as to the control that I'm going to use. Can't hear the jazz? All right. Jazz plays while I'm talking, but silent when I'm quiet. That sounds about like the world I'm in. Hey, Alexa, stop. That keeps that simple. If you don't know, you don't know. And if I don't ask, I can't tell. So, watching from Mexico. Here we go. Where is everyone from? Let me get a shout out. I'll try and catch them all. Pardon me while I do try and attend to the chat as it streams by. You're watching my live stream in class? Yeah, the DPS is a tricky one. I think the side steal is well worth your attention, much more so than the DPS. And I do try, thank you, in-game, I do try to provide a little something extra in the video, even for the advanced students. If I'm teaching a simple trick, even an advanced student is likely to find something. I know where you live, Jason. Indiana, India? Oh, India. Hello, India. Portugal, Minnesota, Illinois. Chicago, love me some Chicago, New York. What's up? Tennessee, Matthew, how you doing? Alex, I'm from Ohio, Pensacola. I am from Ohio, Oklahoma. Drew, I know you're here, bro. Australia, Sweden. Man, I forgot you were here, Drew. I've been so busy. I'll be in the quarter this weekend, man, if you're out and about. Manitoba, Canada, California, USA. Can you be more vague? Centerville, Ohio. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio. That's where I kind of evolved as a magician. I moved there. I was born there. I moved back there when I was 16, and I met some wonderful, wonderful magicians. Paul Swinford, Tom Frank, Larry Pringle. The magic shops there were great. Bill Pryor, Bill Brewy's shop. Wow. Ken Klosterman's place. Texas, Ireland, one of my wonderful things, like there's one, Indonesia and Canada. The fact that we have an international congress of kindred spirits coming together to share the art. What a wonderful world we live in where that's possible. And it makes me giddy to be part of it on the level that I am. Wow. And hey, it can be yours too. If anything, I'm living proof that you can make a dream come true. Old guy gaining traction on TikTok and finding his lifelong dream in the middle of his elder years. Weirdness, right? So the Magic Castle gig is dependent on housing. The way they run it, they have 2 apartments for magicians that they house. If you're coming into LA from out of town and the Magic Castle is putting you up, and they are, because I checked the Magic Castle hotel, it's like $2,000 for the week there. I'm still not wealthy. I can't afford to go work the castle. That's the bottom line. So I'm waiting for a slot where they give me the room and then I'll go do it. Again, I'm so busy, I don't care right now. I've got so much going on, man. It's like, okay, castle's going to happen. It's going to happen. A dollar trick. I promised I'd do something with the rope. I was only going to do some knots. If I can do this one in the frame. I usually start, and I haven't done a rope trick in weeks. I don't even know how this will go. Usually start with a one-handed knot. A one-handed knot. Worked. Honey, it worked! First time it ever worked. Here's a crowd favorite, the bullseye knot, or the Robin Hood knot. You make a little bow and arrow, and you just shoot it right on there. Doesn't mean a lot in the days of technology, but I learned this crap, so I got to show it to somebody. I had some bad job counseling right out of high school. Here's the this one's helpful in the morning. The world's fastest shoelace. Oh, that's a pretty one. World's fastest shoelace. Thank you. Unless the ends go through the loops. You've had that happen. The ends go through the loops. That's just a big mess. Unless it's not a knot. If it's not, I was overacting that moment. I wasn't going to do a rope trick, but I am now, since you mentioned it. I was just going to do knots, remarking on, yes, that's how we learn things. You get things like Phil Wilmarth's knot book, and once you learn how to do knot stuff, you can do this. This will probably be the last trick I do. I'll field some commentary and maybe some helpful questions, but here's our last trick. We'll just use imagination. Oh, here's some. Not a good piece. Yeah, you just pretend. It's like Barney for big people. You pretend that you can cut the rope with your fingers. Yeah, you just pretend. Now, everybody knows you can't cut rope with fingers, but pretend you get it right. Wait a minute. It's gonna be a problem. If the ropes are not the same size, it's not gonna work. So you're gonna have to stretch your imagination. If you stretch your imagination, I'll stretch the ropes, and then they will about 3 millimeters off. Let me start over. I'm gonna use method B. It's gooder. Method B, it's a gooder method. We even the ends at the top. That's A, that's B. End number 3, which is in the center of the middle, you put that next to the first 2, and then you even up end number 4, which is in the bottom of the 4th parsec. That's the 4th end. From here, it's simple math. It's like geometry, really, which is, kids, why you pay attention in the geometry. If you double the bottom loop, I didn't think I'd use it, but here I am using it. 2 loops makes it look like 2 ropes, right? It's mathematical. It's like science. How about that white on white? Go to the artistic department, work that out. This is where you want to be. That way, when they do return back to one piece, and that looks something like this, then you got a good looking trick. It's kind of a good applause cue. If you're going to applaud, now's the time to get that in. Lastly, you want to remember this part. When you're done with the extra ends, when you're done with the extra ones, take them off the rope and hide them. So no one will catch. You don't want anybody catching you with the extra ends. It's bad magic etiquette. Now, that's going to leave you with a rope with no ends. But this is okay if you have magic scissors. I got some. All right, magic scissors. They're the ones that make you just chop it back into one piece. That creates the illusion of the cut and restored rope mystery. Again, a good applause cue. And that will be the finale of your magical entertainment for the evening. Not bad for an old guy. Always kind of feel like I get a little workout in when I work the ropes. Good luck on your math exam, long man. Here's to everyone. Glad you enjoyed it. When this is gone, I'm done, and it's almost gone. If you haven't noticed, I'm a bit verklempt. been speaking all day. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, everyone. Gregory. Huzzah! If you are in or around the French Quarter, forgot to put myself on the pauses. I will be out and about this weekend working the Mardi Gras crowds in the New Orleans French Quarter. And hope to bring some of that vibe to you guys on the platform. Truett, I am going to refrain from doing the shadow coins. I do it every time, like every time I do a live. And I'm trying to like not do things I do every time. Don't drink it. Some of us haven't been magician for the last 11 hours. Good trick with a pen or a pencil. Not a good one. I started doing magic when I was a kid. 3rd grade teacher taught me some stuff. I've been doing it my whole life. Rob Roski, that's a good question. Yeah, when I get an invisible deck, here, this is a Mirage deck, but same process. When I get an invisible deck, I open it up and I go through each pair and do this. So I'll separate it and then I'll squiggle it. And then squiggle it. So yeah, it's a process that I do every time I open a new deck. A little moisture, if you got a light sweat, you can touch yourself and that helps the process. But I do precondition the deck with a little loose, when I'm street performing, I don't need to do it because I'm so moist out there. Did I subliminally advertise this well enough? I teach a lot of what I just did in the rope magic package from conjure.com. There's the tutorial. Ashy, my pleasure. It's truly my pleasure and my honor to offer my craft, what I've learned on the platform. It really is. I feel like my love for the art has been reignited. So thank you guys. Oh, that is a good pencil trick, misled. It's a gimmicked one. I was trying to think of something that was not gimmicked. The only one that really came to mind is the coin vanish. And this is an old bit. I'm going to vanish the bottle top. All right. So you use the magic wand as a pencil. And I'm probably not going to get this right, but you got to hit it kind of hard. I'm going to do it on 3. 1, 2. So that's horrible, but that's the trick, right? I'm wearing a hat. So this isn't, I think I just embedded a pencil. And so you want to embed the pencil into your earlobe. Cool. So that's the trick, right? You just say, I'm going to make it disappear. You go 1, 2, and then on 3, you tuck it behind your ear and then you come down. If you're not wearing a hat or glasses, it's a lot easier to do. That's the only thing that came to my mind when you asked for a pencil trick, except for this rubber pencil gag. I'm going to do that well. So yeah, $10 for the ropes with all the tutorials. It is a good value. I try to keep things reasonable. And hey, Ron, thank you for being a continued customer. Let me say an open thank you as well to Ron Davidov, who has been a returning shopper. Must be doing something okay. Thank you, Ron. I do appreciate you. Jason, we're on the same path, bro. we're reignited together. So, hey, Dot, I love what I do, and I'm appreciative of what I have. So, yeah, not the easiest life for Mr. Conn, even currently. But I have a love in my soul right now that's just huge. Like, no turning back for me. Going upwards. So, I love, look, there we go. There's a question. Been trying to learn to fan the cards. Can't seem to do that well. Any suggestions? Here's a good suggestion, always helps, is if you have a good deck, right? If you're trying to do these kind of things without a deck that's in good shape, you're going to fight an uphill battle that's probably unwinnable. So have them in good shape. I have done tutorials, brief ones on how to do basic card handling, like fans, and you might want to go look at my basic card handling video, but here's a real quickie, right? It's just held in the crack of my thumb, so I've got a good pivot point to work off. I'm a little bit lower than you might think here. Now I'm just going to use the thumb here and just kind of smear the cards. Just going to kind of smear it. Maybe if you can kind of get a little bevel on the deck, like get a little angle going before you start, and then just lightly work that thumb around. And then you do that about 8,000 times, and you'll start to get the handle of it. That's a thumb fan, which is one of the most attainable fans. This is a pressure fan, which gives a different kind of control over the cards, and this is one you might try to learn, but it's a little more challenging. It offers more control, but it is harder. I would say Google those terms and learn them, learn them. You can do it, just practice. Been cutting your hand on the gun trick? I'm not ignoring you. I certainly don't want anyone to get injured from doing the tricks that I teach. If you don't know what the gun trick is, here's our topic. You're going to need a bullet. For the bullet, I always use an ace. Let's use the ace of hearts, and then maybe people will subliminally like this video. So you get a bullet, and that's how I produce it with the, here's my moistening. This is Daryl's hot shot cut, which, again, on the short platforms, I have a tutorial for that move. All right, we have the bullet. Now we need a target with which to work. Let's use the top of the pack and just get a random selection. We'll use the king of clubs there. That'll be our target card. And the bullet will load into the gun. Yeah, it's a gun now. Bang, 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 bang. The gun. All right, work with me here. So we have a bullet, we have a target, we have a gun, and we have a shot. Right from the middle of the deck. That's what I do when the gun trick doesn't work well. I work my way through it like that. Was that even the card? I forgot to look. Since that was anticlimactic, let's do that again, shall we? Hey, I managed to do it without getting cut, though. All right, a target from the top of the deck. We'll use the 7 of diamonds. 7 of diamonds. Someone remind me the 7 of diamonds. The bullet gets loaded into the bang, bang, into the gun, and one shot out of the deck, the 7 of boom, the 7 of diamonds. All right, so let me see if I can clarify this a little bit for you to make it more surefire. So you've done your Pharaoh shuffle to interweave, and you'll bet on the Saints. And then, get your situation, get your pinky count, and then do the top half, and then insert your bullet. Now, what you want to do here, as you insert it, is feel that card hit the target, which you will, right? If you know how to do this. If you don't know how to do it, you can look at the gun tutorial in the card trick lesson. So now I know it's there. I'm going to back it up just a little bit now, and then a light grip. And then I'm just going to thump, just enough. I'm not going to go crazy on it, but hopefully feeling it hit and then backing it up, that'll put you in a position to make the shot happen. It is always a good idea to aim for the card box, and that's what I always do. That way the box is more likely to hit I already shot it out, but it's more likely to stop the card as it flies out. There's a couple tips on the gun trick. It is a little bit uncontrollable. Like, there's some weird moments that have happened with the gun trick. One from my mentor, John Rockerbomber tells this story. He's doing the gun trick. He shoots the bullet out. He's at a restaurant at Bennigan's. He shoots the bullet out, and it comes back and lands inside the menu holder like this. So it goes, pow, and then he goes, pajook. So a few minutes later, the waitress comes back, and she wants to see the trick where the card lands in the menu holder. Hey, magician, do that trick where the card lands in the menu holder. Challenges. Don't shoot blanks. Usually the answer is practice. Let's leave it at that, folks. Hey, look, we've done it an hour. I think I'm going to cut myself off, if nothing else, for my own benefit. I've talked a lot today. I'll tell you this again, in-game. I'm talking about John Rockerbomber. He's one of several. I've talked about a couple mentors on some of the history lessons. I need to talk about more of them, and John Rockerbomber will be one you hear about more in the future. He's written over It's a lot of books. If you go to library.com, John Rockerbomber has over 190 PDFs on the subject of magic. Wow. Okay, guys, again, I'm winding down here. Let me finish this so I can, what I said was true is true. Celebration's over. I'm hoarse. I'm a little moist on the inside. I've sweated from doing close-up trickery. Drew, bonsoir, monsieur. Hope to see you soon, buddy. And I hope your family's well. Best wishes to you. I'm sure you're in a challenging situation, so keep a chin up, and we'll go get some po' boys before you leave. All right, y'all. So next Friday, we're going to give away some more stuff, gift certificates. Go leave a comment in the video section. You will be entered. That'll be a random drawing. Anyone can win. I can't wait to ship something to Egypt. That's going to be a wrap. Thank you all for your time. Thank you for your energy. I do mean that. And I think the words are, ciao for now.